hash is a preprocessor. Okay.
This call is now being recorded.
So here, whatever index is there, you might have seen this concept in the any textbook whenever we are starting learning the textbook. So if consider we wanted to search any of the particular chapter, we can start with the index, search for that particular chapter, check at which page number that chapter starts, and directly move to that page number. So okay, it means that whatever index is there, this is a searching mechanism or used for the searching mechanism for the easy access of the data. Okay, so index is a database structure. Yes, not only database structure, this is available with the every structure. So in case of just like if I'm having students records, so I may keep the index that on the first 10 pages I'm having record of first year students. On next 10 pages I'm having record of second year students. It means any mechanism can be there which is used for the fast access or retrieval of a data. So, okay, index is nothing but a sequence of records which holding at particular point which record is available. Just like if we are talking about the textbook, then in the textbook we are having the chapters listed at the start and page number wherever that can be found. Similarly, in case of database also we are having this index structure. So, but main thing is that why we need index. It means for the database we have given requirement that easy access of the data, fast retrieval, any query firing. Then why the index is required? So here, consider that I wanted to find out average salary of all the instructors from the CSA department. So okay, just now for the scenario, consider that we are having 4 departments and each department is having at least 25 to 30 staffs. And hence, do you think that for the staffs of CSE, that is only 25 staffs, I need to go to the hundreds of records? So it means that here the conclusion is that we always need only limited part of the data. We always do not refer to the large amount of data whenever any query is there. So, okay, for this purpose, every query, not only this much, but whatever most of the applications are there, only a part of databases referred, and that's why here, if consider right now we are having students data, each department consider we are having 300 to 400 students, and from that I wanted to find out a particular single student. Now, do you think that for finding that individual student, I need to go to the 500 each department and there are 4 departments, 2000 records for accessing a single data? No, that is not expected. And for this purpose, we are moving towards the index. So index is a data structure which is used for the fast retrieval of a data. Okay, and because of this, the query execution gives us a faster access of data and faster retrieval of information from any of the queries. So, okay, so clear what is mean by index? Any doubts? Shall we proceed with the syllabus? So these are the syllabus contents: basic concepts, ordered indices, B plus tree index files, B plus tree extensions, B plus tree index files, multiple key access, static hashing, dynamic hashing, comparison of ordered indexing and hashing, bitmap indices, and index definition in SQL. So these are the points in the 5th chapter that we are going to start today. So okay, as we go on with this chapters, you will see that second section as compared to the first is much more easier to understand. Those who like to expand your answers and score more in the theory, they should definitely try with this second section because they can score much more in the second section. Okay, yes, concepts are there, but there is a lot much scope for the theory in the second section. Okay, so let us move towards the basic concepts. Here, there are 2 ways of having index on the data structure or having index on the database, or there are two ways through which we can go for the fast retrieval of data. So here, uh, let me read the basic concept. The system should be able to locate these records directly. It means whatever we are willing to retrieve. To allow these forms of access, we design additional structures that we associate with files. Okay? So here, whenever we are trying to find out any particular student or particular staff or particular information, for this purpose, system should not go for sequentially access of the data. They should go for accessing directly to that record. So there should be, so here the problem is that in the index also the elements are sorted, and in the database also we might be having elements in random or maybe in sequential or maybe in sorted order based on the any of the attribute. But here the point is that the index takes a minimum space because this doesn't refer to actual record. Actual record may be having 20-30 fields each record, and which will take some few of the means for loading the required page, I may be need to perform many more swapping in and out. Okay. Instead of that, if we know in which page exactly that record is, that information is available into the index. Okay, and for this purpose, we should be able to directly go to that record and then find out that where the actual record is. Okay, so here there are two basic kinds of the indices: ordered indices based on the ordering of the values, and hash indices based on a uniform distribution of the values across a range of buckets. Okay, so here we are using here the concept of hash indices, and here a specific bucket can be given that is not a fixed. So here we are making use of some functions in which by applying which we will get a bucket number in which that which value is assigned is determined by a function called hash function. So, okay. So for this purpose also we need any of the attributes on which this hash function can be applied. I read the definition.
तुला पण येत आहे मला नंबरला बी येत आहे मेलला पण.
Hello, ma'am. Your voice is not audible. Now it has been 3 minutes.
Slide is visible? I got some network issue, that's why I left from the meeting.
Yeah, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay.
Means, ma'am,
So may I continue?
what's happening since start? Means in between, your voice is gone for few seconds or for few minutes, 1 minute, and
Ah,
immediately
yes.
it is came back.
Yes. It means I don't know why the network issue was there. My machine is also facing some problem.
Oh, ma'am, no issue. You can continue. Ma'am,
Okay.
can you continue previous one? Means from hash index,
Okay.
it was gone, I think.
Okay. So this was the last point you were talking about?
Hash one, ma'am.
Yes. So, in the sorting techniques, you might have studied about the hashing technique. So, okay, in the hashing technique, we are applying some hash function and then deciding where the record should be kept. Wherever it means hash function always returns us a bucket number. Okay, there are some. It means again subtypes are there: closed hashing, open hashing, etc. Right now, consider. Right now, closed hashing is there. We are having fixed number of the buckets, and we wanted to keep the records in that bucket. Okay. So hash function, it means that this is some function which takes some input value placed placed. Okay. So here hash function always returns us a bucket number in which we need to keep that record. Okay. That was the main thing regarding the hashing. So hashing always generates a hash value. Hash value, whatever my bucket number is there, bucket number, it means there are fixed numbers of the buckets are there, and hash value is the unique value of that record. Okay, and based on which we can differentiate between the records. Okay, right now we are not touching to the concept of hash value, only we are limiting our discussion up to the hash function only. Hash function, it means that this is a function which generates after giving some input value where that record can be placed. Okay, that is the simply the hash function is. So indexing, it means ordered indices, it means that I'm having a list of the students, that is 1 to 80 students are there in my class, and while entering or taking the attendance, consider I'm taking a attendance for any of the random function, then it might be possible that I have taken the attendance randomly. There is no any sorting of the elements, or there is no any sorted them. Here, indexing means that arranging these elements into sorted order, that is the concept. And hashing, it means that whatever the random values are there, these can be placed anywhere. It means there is no any fixed position available for this. That is the only difference between ordered indices and hashing. Hashing doesn't work on the values which are visible. For example, if I'm passing the roll number for roll number 1, this might give me the bucket number 2. For roll number 3, this might give me the bucket number 6, etc. It means we cannot guess how in the which sequence the elements will be placed. But yes, there will be a place allocated for every element, and whenever we are calculating the hash function value, each time this will give us the same value, that this record can be found in the 1, 2, or 3 buckets. That is the meaning. But in case of ordered indices, we always have elements in the sorted order. Okay, now consider, if I have taken the attendance in the sorted order, and consider I have listed the present roll numbers, and I'm having roll number 8 with me, and in the attendance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and after the 6 I'm having the roll number 10 only. 7, 8, 9 are missing. Here the possibility is that if I couldn't find roll number 8 in the before 10, that is a record which is a higher than the 8, then 8 cannot be found in the next list also. Here we are making sure that 8 cannot be found in the further list, as whatever the element 10 I have received, that is the larger number than the 8, and being a sorted element, there is no possibility of having 8 into the next list. But if there is a 7, up to 7 elements are there, and after that 8 is there, it means it can be found at there only, or it cannot be found. That is the meaning. Ordered indices always works on the principle of and having records in the sorted order. Okay, sorted order is the main, whereas in that it generates a random value. For the 7 roll number 7, I may get bucket 6. For the roll number 8, I may get bucket 2. It means we cannot guess how this hash function got up. Am I audible?
Ma'am, your voice is gone, ma'am, actually. I'm not getting your voice.
Uh, okay, I will move to the next point. You all go through these points, and tomorrow in the tomorrow's lecture we will go for in detail for this point. Okay.
Ajinkya, have you seen all the points?
For next 5 minutes, study these points so that tomorrow it will be easy for you to understand these points. At 4 o'clock, we will stop our lecture.